Well, there goes another piece. Okay, can you tell your brother that the reason I left on accident is because I got zapped out and my power went out? From I had a electrical storm, also known as a thunderstorm, go over my house, and my power right in the butthole. Hold on. I just started streaming. Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't looking to get paid. I'm just...
Oh, well, there goes another piece of ocean content.
He had a phone. The islands. Grandpa bravely stood his ground. A shotgun in his hands. If you can take
that fog crawler's gonna pay.
Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna have to put up a fight. Oh. Fog crawler. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Ghouls are spoopy. Fog crawlers are creepy as hell. Giant. They can rip you apart in one swing. Big old monsters. We're just... What if there was a place that's just as great as Nuka-Cola? Come on down to Nuka World and see it for yourself. Kitty Kingdom. Kitty King has lots of fun for tots like you and me. Come to Safari Town has adventures full of animals to see. Come on to Galactic Zone for otherworldly thrills. Down in them the... Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm using illegal weapons right now, called cluster bombs. Cluster bombs were banned in the Geneva Convention due to them not detonating. Well, in this world, I hope the Geneva Convention doesn't prevent my thing from just having bombs on it. Get that F down from there. If you want to build a summit there, I suggest you locate that, I think what you want to go to is the Red Rocket. Yeah, why do I have so much ocean content being consumed this year? First, we have dived to the deepest depths of Subnautica, then through the icy cold shivers of Subnautica below zero. Then, we got introduced with the axolotl into Minecraft. Then we took a break from video games and found Luca and watched it. There's a bunny and a rabbit. And then now we trudge through the disgusting swamps of Far Harbor. God, it must be cold up in Maine. If anybody in my chat ever sees or ever like lives in Maine, is it cold up there? I don't doubt it. Not like icy cold, but kind of chilly, almost. This DLC is a really good DLC to get hats, like what's it called? Coast Guard hat. That dude had a Coast Guard hat. Those are fancy, yeah. Guys, if I ever have a house and I build one, I'm gonna make like freaking like solar panels. I'm gonna run off solar because I don't like storms. Need a lot of solar panels to power a house. Oh, angler. I pulled out my suppressed pistol in Far Harbor and someone was like, that's some firepower you got there. Wow. Uh-oh. Thank God he's dead. Every angler's freaking sea monster in this game dead is one that I'll appreciate. Let's just speak. And that'd be freaking horrible. I'm swimming through the sea, radiation free. Gonna go get my prey and get kill marks over 3. And I don't want else around because I don't know. Fog crawler. Oh, it's a hunter. Finish him, thank you. Why am I getting so many rads in this one spot? What frog crawler? Oh wait, fog crawler. You really want to be careful because they can hide in the fog. They are creepy as hell. Oh, there he is right there. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and open fire. We didn't do anything against him. Chase him! Launch your clusters now! He's running! Boom! He's dead. What's he drop? Fog crawler meat. Oh. That's a death claw. We should be able to kill it. Oh, okay, that was easy. Even if my gun wasn't legendary, we'd be able to kill it good. Deathclaw eggs, don't mind if I do. Cook one up for an omelet tonight. There's some sort of shelter over here. I will establish a base here, but not until, like, what's it called? My headquarters is done. Because, you know, that's reasonable. First, I gotta get my BOO, my boo. Well, the base of operations. Ghouls? Nope, there's an angler right there. Man, anglers drop nuclear material. Trappers. Who is it? Yeah, let's just say if you really like Disney World, that's the DLC for you. Hey, hold up. How the hell did this skeleton get up here? It's way too big. Definitely Coca-Cola is the biggest. There is practically machines everywhere. I think it was there was cola, I think there's actually cola leaves, which are cocaine leaves. That's what I hear. What is that sound? What is that sound? What is that sound? I don't like it. Oh, that's a bear! Oh, he's dead. Even if I didn't have any legendary effects on this gun, it would still destroy him. Just double the time it'd take to destroy anything. What's this? Sure. Try it. It's fun. Oh, you get by the way... Oh, damn it. I just one-shot a legendary right there. Bam. I remember, I saw legendary, that's why I said damn it, but like, what's it called? I forgot to say, you know the bull barrels for the... I shot his leg and he tripped, lol. Yeah. By the way, I did forget to say that, Nuka World has a, unique gun mod for the barrel of 44s. It's called the... But I prefer the normal ones. If you're a raider, though, go for the other. Maybe, guys, I will do a bad guy playthrough. And I've maybe even been thinking about Sanaka Season 2. So, I'm keeping that on my mind. But I'll probably start Sanaka Season 2 in October. Probably. I'm not going to say I will because I'm a really bad person at holding up to promises. Ha ha! Shoot! Ugh. Going hunting. It looks like somebody had a fight. This school killed one shoot mutant. That's not normal. Wait, what is it though? What is it? A rumor. I'm sorry, but that's not the best use of. My God, there's another one. Hold on, honey. Hit that critical. Boom! Uh-oh, this could be a fight. Never mind, he died really fast. Get plastic and start a Brahmin farm. Nothing. I've been doing drugs with Mama Murphy. Is that the drive-in? If any of this stuff disappears, yeah, keep your shirt on. Official. I may have, I may or may not have Oh, my robot just fell through the world. I just saw him. No, he's here. But, official, I think I might have tamed a rabbit. You wanna know how? I call him Harry. He comes out to, like, chill. And, he comes out to, like, eat some grass when I mow. And he's so cute. He goes out there every once in a while. And I have birds. Like, when I take my big mower out, the birds will come out of my barn and go eat the bugs that I kick up. Oh my gosh, remember this place? I remember this place. You wanna know what's really interesting? is that these ghouls love watching movies. Let's F with them. No, there's ghouls in Far Harbor? No, they genuinely love watching movies. Like, if you sneak up on them.
Wait there.
Like, if you look at my stream, I'll show you. Like, let's see. Let's switch to movies to... Switch that. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look, ready? There's... People may not see it, but there's a movie on the other side. There's 2 screens. Look at that. They're all slowly walking to the other side. These ghouls love watching the movies at this drive-in. Yeah, ready? Look, they're... Uh-oh, they're pissed. They're pissed. They're pissed. They're pissed.
Hey, come on.
Oh my god! I pissed them off. The entire swarm's coming. I don't know, actually. No, I'm doing Far Harbor. They're coming at me harder than the effing Pharaoh swarm. My god. I pissed them off and they started raiding my building. There was like 18 of them. Not kidding, like I think I counted 18 to 20. There's a lot of ghouls here.
Heads up. Grab that. Get that. Pick that up.
Let's see, what does this movie say? Keith McKinley. That's right, let me restart. Sadly, we can't see the whole movie. It's just a preview. The Fightin' Furies. The Fightin' Furies. The Last Stand at Fort McCree. Keith McKinney. Stanley Van Robb. With Angela Lucio. And Molly Ryder as Polecat Ro. Oh, that's classic 60s. Oh wait, that's a... Oh. Sorry, what? Jesus Christ. Let's see. My Nuka-Cola Quantum will get me about 400. What the hell?
Hey, take that. Grab that. Get that. Pick that up. Take that.
Just find plastic and fertilizer and that's it. I think it's the meme is, finally, I have harnessed the power of drug. So, ooh, that's a keeper. I'm keeping that.
Hey, grab that.
A fully intact Giddy Up Buttercup. Put that on display. If you don't like displaying things, Giddy Up Buttercups are a really good source of screws and steel. Do you want to know the tooltip for hamburgers in a Terraria? It's, but wait, there's more. That's the tooltip. My God, why am I stuck? My God. This is one thing I hate about the Fallout series is that these areas right here, it's retarded. You get yourself stuck and it's really goddamn annoying. Yeah, like, I hear like Magnums are like their counterparts, but they're much bigger. 38. Like, 38 Magnums are huge. All Far Harbor settlements. Let's see. 4. You generally, you destroy somebody's legs and they're done. You just got... It's good. And then take like some 38s. And like take some 38s and then they're done. Take a pipe pistol like you're a really weak gun, or like a Molotov or a melee, and then just finish them off to save your ammo. Yeah. Pretty sure we're entering the glowing sea zone of Bar Harbor. Master. Can you make the... Not gonna lie, master locks though, ooh, like, they are tough cook. Wait, the bridge. Well, it's up for me. Oh, it's a culvert. Dalton's Farm, Longfellow Cabin, Echo Lake Lumber National Park Visitor Center. Nuka Lyle. This DLC might be spooky, but the music, man, it's beautiful. They're waking up. They're pissed. I just killed one of their buddies. Nope. Damn, I just... Oh yeah! Pew 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 pew. Like it sounds like the what's it called? This gun goes like pew 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 when it's getting the jet effect. Somebody's waking up in this building and I do not like it. Pull up. Pull up. Come on. Fight me. This is a settlement. This is why I'm interested in this little area. Ah! Frick you. He's on top.
Heads up.
He's on top. I'm gonna go kill him. Oh my God. There's so much stuff here. Hey, I want, if you ever get to level, I want you to try the, thing that... Man, there's so much stuff in here.
Look alive. Get that. Pick that up. Take that.
Here's how you swap. Here's how you do SWAT raids in buildings. Ready? Up. Ready? And point your gun. Boom. Just raided this little area of SWAT style, and I won that fight instantly. There's a legendary right here. Huh, troubleshooter's 10mm pistol. Really? Oh, the harvester. Chance to stagger on hit. That's not like really bad. That's interesting. It's a ripper too. Which, you know, well, if we're going melee to melee and I have a chance to stagger, that's actually really good. If I have to be totally honest. I'm pretty sure there's a special requirement. I'm pretty sure that, like, there's, like, a special, like, requirement for, taking workshops in Far Harbor. Like, you have to have, I don't know what it is. I think. I wonder where the workshop this place is. It says Echo Lake Lumber. Complete the quest Rite of Passage. I feel like I have that. No, I don't. And start the quest. Turn back the fog from Smubber. You know, I'm just gonna do something real quick. I'm pretty sure I've like, pretty sure I have green paint on me. I got it. So that way I didn't have to do his, Abbott's quest. Aww. Doggy. I love talking to Abbott in the wall. My favorite character. And if you just read my name in the game, you'll know why.
Word of advice? Never call your mother a simp unless she really is one. Yikes. You cause trouble, there's gonna be trouble. Got it?
So if none of everybody knows, there's a quest where you have to visit a man named Abbott. Oh, that's Mayor McDonald. He's a synth boy. So you just gotta go to Abbott. Hey, Abbott.
Don't touch the paint.
Don't worry, I won't.
Good. The wall keeps out the bad guys, so I appreciate you not messing her up none. Thinking you need a little education.
Sure. Happy to help out.
You see this paint I'm using? Only one place left in the whole Commonwealth you can get it. Hardware Town. Rune Store.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I already have some.
Well, ain't that the...
Uh-huh. Working hard?
Go ahead and put some paint on the wall. Honor is yours and all that.
Article Piper has written, Diamond City has stood united for over 150 years. And what keeps us united are
Abbott.
That's a good shade of green. The wall sure seems happy with it.
Happy to help. It's been an honor.
It's nice to work with someone who knows how to show respect. There's your payment, and a little bonus for getting the right shade of green. Don't do anything.
Hey, 200 caps. That's a 100 cap bonus. Thanks, Abbott. And that brings me up to 94. Almost. Let's just round it up. 9,500 caps. Whammy. On this episode on World's Biggest Cheapskates, me. Just me. Look at them taters. Oh, that's what the song's called. It's called Lost Memories from Fallout 4 New Harbor, or no, Far Harbor. Here's what it sounds like. Here's what I hear every time, usually in Fallout 4 Far Harbor. I told you it was good, official. Yeah, this is what I hear in Far Harbor, if you ever wanted official. What's it called? It's your dog's problem. This video by Optimus. Fake animated stories corrupt my brain. It does it to all people. You know what I really hope is gonna happen in Horizon Horizon Forbidden West? People have leaked that we could be fighting a BOR-7 Horus. Those who do not know what this is, it is a big machine. Let's just say it's big enough to crawl over a mountainside. It's that big. And if a machine that can literally take its tentacles with drills on the top or tip, and it can drill into bunkers, which is why fallout shelters will not stand a chance against BOR-7s. So, yeah. I hope if we fight a BOR-7, it's not as strong as it is.
Taking a look at some animated storytime videos that just honestly don't make sense. Now, animated storytime videos have become like a pretty recent big trend here on YouTube over the last few months, where they've kind of just garnered like ridiculous view counts. And I'm going to kind of explain to you how to do this really quickly. Now,
you know what? I'm going to say some stuff that are kind of odd. Now, please, nobody blame me for going like Facebook conspiracy EXE. But I have some theories. Why is it that I create good content? Not the best. I'm not gonna say the best. Generally, decently good content. Like, I create some decent content, right? I get no views. Morgs whores out a horrible video that is just not wanted at all. Nobody likes it. And he gets all the views. I'm not trying to be salty and saying that I deserve the views, no one else does. I'm saying, like, why are good creators not rewarded? Like, why does Optimus have not as many subscribers as Morgs? Optimus just makes way better videos than Morgs does, honestly. I feel like Google is trying to rig the system to make it where, like, they don't care. If you're not pulling 1 million subscribers, you do not count. You will not be advertised as much. It's Google. Whatever. Here, let me create. I can create some decently nice titles for I can create like titles that would fit my story animated. I ate an egg and got pregnant. Yes. Or here, let me try another one. I found out that my grandfather's neighbor's dog's owners is actually a superhero that fought in Vietnam. Not clickbait.
The two that we're going to be taking a look at today are ones that I guess could like happen if they were in some sort of fucking pocket dimension where the laws of reality did not exist and it was just some sort of, I don't know, like there was no laws of reality whatsoever. I mean, it would be possible. If I could give you guys some odds on these being real, I would say you have better odds getting struck by lightning 3 times, winning the lottery, getting on an airplane, skydiving without a parachute, surviving, then getting back on said airplane, doing it all over again, but winning the lottery in midair. That's what your odds are. You have better odds of winning all of that. Like, that whole combination of things, I would say are more likely than these stories ever really being real. So we're going to be taking a look, like I said, at 2 of these very specific topics. I might do more of these videos in the future where we kind of react to more of them as time goes along because they're just absolutely ridiculous.
Screw Dare. I love Jet.
Here is how I made that's a very likely story.
It is very likely.
You know, all of us at age 15.
That happens all the time.
It happens. Just a slight W, all in a day's work.
Hey, I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how I became one of the richest people on Earth, even though I was only a stupid teenager.
Hold on. What money did he say?
I would say are more like doing these stories ever really being real. So we're going to be taking a look, like I said, at 2 of these very specific topics. I might do more of these videos in the future where we kind of react to more of them as time goes along because they're just absolutely ridiculous. But the first one we're going to be taking a look at here is how I made $50 million at age 15, because that just...
Okay, you're saying you're one of the richest people on Earth and you have 50 million? I'm sorry. But, like, yeah, you are, like, what, top 10,000 of the richest people on Earth? I mean, yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot, but, dude, if we're gonna go into, like, big tier money, we're saying millions, billions, you're not even scratching 10K, like, top 10K. Once you get 1 billion plus, that's where you start to becoming, like, the top 2,000 richest people. You are not one of the richest people on the planet. Your math is retarded.
You know, all of us at age 15 made $50 million. It happens. Just a slight W, all in a day's work.
Hey, I'm Alex, and in this video...
Hey, I'm Rayce. I'm saying that cocaine's actually not good. Never knew it.
I was only a stupid teenager.
Apparently Alex is a really stupid teenager because $50 million of net worth does not make you one of the richest people in the world.
Yeah.
This to you. Yeah, $50 million, you're rich. You know, you're pretty much set for life, but...
Why are enterprise retailers switching to bulk checkout? It's simple. Shoppers save their information the first time.
You're not Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates. You don't have that kind of money where you're...
There you go. There you go, Optimus. Lay fire onto him.
You go ahead and try and hold your money up to someone like that, and they would literally just spit in your face. Okay, you are below.
Yes, I said that.
Skunk to them. Okay, you are nothing. Jeffy Boy will make you look goofy if you ever try to flex 50 million to him. So
it all started with me being obsessed about history and archaeology. By the time I was 12, I had probably read more than 100 books on those topics.
Big statement.
So you can imagine how excited I was when my dad gave me a metal detector for Christmas.
And then he went uranium prospect.
this is a real story, and you really made 50.
Okay, let me just cut the bullshit here. He finds a magical treasure EXE box in the middle of the woods, and then it's probably guarded by a satanic cult. I don't know.
I immediately grabbed the
Get ready, get ready, get ready. What, you found a frickin' lost Nazi loot box? With that metal detector? Did you, huh?
It was 2 days after my 15th birthday when my metal detector started beeping like crazy. And it wasn't just beeping at one point, but it was beeping over an area of at least...
I called it Nazi loot box.
I wasn't sure.
They probably tried to dispose of evidence.
But I knew it was something very big.
Yeah, very big, thick action.
One of these very small details that just make the story very unbelievable, as if, you know, a kid finding $50 million just given to him. If that was ever realistic, I guess.
So I took my shovel and started digging. I remember hitting against something. At first, I was scared. It could have been a mine, but I could feel that it wasn't metallic. After a few more seconds of digging, I realized that it was a big pot. It was very big.
It's filled with crack. It's probably a heroin stack or stash. It's a heroin stash.
Something, and he finds a pot in the middle of the ground because apparently the fucking Lucky Charms leprechaun lives in the local area and is just dumping off his goodies in the middle of nowhere. The magically delicious goodies are just out here in the middle of nowhere. He's just apparently the
magically delicious goodies.
The first thing he did after making $50 million off of sheer luck out in the middle of the forest was decide that he wanted to email his story into Share My Story, the YouTube channel with 2 million subscribers, so they could get 11 million views off of the story.
But why was my metal detector been beeping if there wasn't any metal? It took me a few seconds to realize that something...
There's something inside it, dummy.
Very shitty plot development here, obviously. Like anyone with a
I found something that's like a cardboard box, but it was scanning for metal. Wonder why it's doing that. Maybe it's because something's inside it. Have you ever thought about that?
out to kind of detail to you guys all days.
Okay, I hate you. Chugs Vim and alcohol. Actually, can we sleep together tonight?
I'm gonna go ahead and leave 3 options on the screen. They are vastly different from one another, and I want you to go ahead and leave a comment right now on what you think is going to be inside of this pot. Pause this video and leave your comment.
I'm calling heroin stash.
As I speak now.
So, I started pulling the dirt out of the opening of the pot. It didn't take long until I saw something golden.
Was it cocaine instead?
I had waited years to find something golden. It were coins.
Coins?
Lots of coins. Too many coins for me to carry.
Thank God they actually... Hey look, they actually got something right. Is that gold is heavy as hell. But it's still fake.
I looked around to see if someone had followed me or seen my treasure, but no one was there. So I took 1 coin with me and put the rest back into the hole and filled it with dirt again.
He is trying to go ahead and tell the story that at age 15, he found $50 million worth of gold coins in a pot in the middle of a forest in fucking Poland. And I am supposed to
I was waiting for the F word.
Yeah, that adds up. If it was in Ireland, maybe I'd be like, okay, yeah, leprechaun left that one behind. Okay, yeah, I can figure that. If he raided King Tut's tomb in Egypt, okay, maybe he got $50 million. If he won the lottery with his dad, yeah, okay, he made $50 million. But he found a pot of gold in the middle forest of all places in Poland. This is literally a story that me and my friends would make up to troll each other in 2nd grade. And people are uploading this for tens of millions of views on YouTube. I'm doing the wrong thing. I have the wrong hustle going on, folks. Okay, so we pretty much can discern that this one is complete bullshit. That didn't take too much thought process, did it? I mean, come on now. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at another one that is just ridiculous. I gave out my bestie's secret to her parents. Huge mistake.
Hello, people.
Hello, I'm a bad friend, and I lick
What
butthole.
the fuck was that? What was that animation? When she just rips her shirt and flexes her name? What?
I think you can be proud of me because recently I saved my friend's life.
Yo, so surprising.
She wouldn't have survived without my help. But we'll start at the beginning.
By the way, this claim, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know, is mostly over-exaggerated to the end of the earth and back. Her friend was being locked in a basement, apparently by her parents, to be punished for acting up. She did not have to jump in front of a bullet to save her friend's life. She's not Piccolo saving Gohan's life in Dragon Ball Z or anything like that. Jumping in front of some big blast or anything. That's not what's going on here. So, okay, so long story short, they move into this neighborhood. She becomes friends with this girl named Nikki. She has a birthday party for this friend named Nikki with a bunch of their friends from school. Nikki has to leave early and doesn't want to be there, and it puts a strain on their friendship. They make up. Just completely stupid shit that doesn't matter whatsoever. It just literally, I think, was there to bore people to death. But long story short, also, I know I just said that twice, and it's kind of like that South Park episode where they're going up in the mountains to go ahead and do some zip lining and whatnot. I apologize for that, but they're about to take a school trip to New York, and Nikki does not have the money, so she is about to get it lended to her by Ellie. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
A few weeks later, Nikki came to me with a very unusual request. She asked me to lend her money. The fact is, we had a trip to New York planned in school, and her parents were having temporary difficulties at work, and they could not afford to pay for this trip for her. But Nikki really wanted to go and make amends to me and my classmates for ruining her party that night. Without hesitation, I agreed to help her. After all, she was my friend.
Okay, so anyone who has ever had like a school field trip that goes to like Washington, D.C. or to New York or to anywhere, basically, you know that these are so expensive that almost nobody can afford to just, you know, I'm gonna lend you this money. It can cost like upwards of a couple $1,000s.
Yeah, I can.
To go on these kinds of trips, especially if you're gonna, you know, the hotels are expensive, and if you're gonna do a bunch of stuff like go to museums and go to all these different places. going to, it costs money to do things like that. So, yeah, I totally believe that a 15-year-old named Ellie was just like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and lend you thousands of dollars to go to New York. Sounds like a great plan. So they go to New York. I'm not gonna go, I'm once again skipping through that part. It literally does not matter. This part does not matter. The only part that matters is the last night when they're getting ready to leave New York.
Did she want to escape? No, that was too dangerous. I wanted to go get the teacher to stop her, but Nikki begged me not to do this. She really needed to leave. When she told me why, I understood everything. Nikki couldn't stand living with her parents anymore. But she wasn't just sitting in her room. She was in the basement. As Nikki said, she'd been punished that way since she was a child. Nikki was never allowed to go out for too long because if she was late, she would be punished. That's why she always refused to hang out with friends. Shyness had nothing to do with it. Her parents had a perfect reputation, and all the neighbors spoke very warmly of them. So the police thought it was just a little girl's whim. This trip was the perfect time to escape. She had all the necessary things with her, and her grandmother didn't live too far away from New York.
So Nikki's home life wasn't too great. Her parents were complete fucking psychopaths, as the animation tries to describe, and she doesn't want to go home, so she wants to run away in the city of New York, which she has almost no plan, except for, I'm gonna try and find my grandma, which doesn't live in New York City. She lives somewhere close to New York City, so she could live where? Jersey City? She could live even as far away as Boston, I guess, as the story is kind of describing everything. She lives pretty close to New York City. I guess that's the plan. She's just gonna try and find her way. You know, no plan whatsoever at this age to kind of figure anything out. That's what's going on here. Just essentially going to become homeless in New York City or something, and I don't know, live with the Ninja Turtles in the sewers. But so Ellie lets her go. Doesn't even think about this. Doesn't even, I guess, really try to talk her out of it. She just sympathizes with her home life and whatnot. Doesn't say, hey, New York City is probably a really hard place to live a homeless life. You know, you have no plan whatsoever. You have pretty much no idea what the fuck you're really putting yourself through here. And in reality, the chances of you actually pulling this kind of grand plan off are so low that you would just be better off going home and trying to get out of home from there. But whatever, I guess we'll advance. So the rest of the classmates go home after she's discovered missing. The police are notified in New York, and then when the girl gets home, Ellie, who is the main cast here, this is how confusing this shit gets, by the way. The parents of the missing girl freak out on her, and she completely tells them everything that's going on and where she's going. They drive all the way there to her grandma's, I'm assuming, and get her, which means that her plan either succeeded or they just literally scoured the streets of New York City, one of the biggest cities on planet Earth, until they found her, and then came back home with her, and she was locked in the basement again. And here's how it all ends, folks.
Walked around it, and I saw the only window that was in the basement. There were lights and shadows moving. Then I turned on my camera and quietly crawled toward the window. What I saw at that moment was the worst thing in my life. I caught the exact moment that her crazy parents were yelling at her, then left her in the basement and walked away slamming the door.
Oh my gosh.
She just shows up at the very moment, at the very perspective to catch this all on video. You know, within the exact second that everything happened, she waited until it was nighttime, she claims, and apparently the parents, when they got home, did not punish her. They waited hours upon hours to punish her until this girl apparently could get it all on video from the window. And to wrap it all up, the girl calls the police, shows the police the video, the parents are arrested, and everything is happily ever after. Now, this kind of stuff does happen, but at the same time, the odds that all of this really happened, let's be honest, not exactly high. Absolutely ridiculous story here at this point. I'm just going to start putting up animated stories on my channel where it's completely exaggerated BS about the time that I smoked so much that I met aliens, and then we went on a month-long journey to other universes, which honestly, that would be more realistic than a lot of these stories.
What?
If we're being real with ourselves here. So, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, though. Subscribe if you're brand new.
He was making a joke how he was gonna make some bullcrap animated stories that says I smoked and I met aliens.
Here on my my channel. Follow me over on Twitter at @Optimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. It's a surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Join the Discord down below. Lots of great things going on down there as well. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, polluted in his brain by these animated storytime videos, and signing out.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
The highest quality available.
You don't know what doxing is. Basically, on the internet, for whatever reason, a lot of the time it can be as simple as a disagreement on a video game or an internet forum or something. Basically, it's when somebody or a group of people will try and find and publish personal information about another person. So, let's say you get into an argument on Fortnite with some 13-year-old child, okay? Now, that 13-year-old is upset about what you said.
Psycho girlfriends make their men sign freaking contracts. Wow, that's sad. If I were that sad, I'd have to jump off a building. Da 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 da.
I've never really seen it go this far. I've never really seen any of these things, because this is going to a completely different level that's just borderline, probably mental illness. Like, I can't imagine that anyone who is like a sane human being would ever create anything like this. But while these are a little bit older examples, apparently women are out here creating contracts for their boyfriends to follow while they're in relationships. Now, let me go ahead and preface this whole video by saying, if you have to have a contract to be in a relationship or to be happy in a relationship, then something is not working out. You know what I mean? Something is just not going right in said relationship. It is not possible for that to be a healthy situation if you are so insecure about the entire thing that you have to have whoever you're with bind themselves with a contract. When you sign a contract, what? You sign it for a mortgage on a house, you're getting a car loan, you're signing a contract to, get a new job, something like that, right? That's like a legal binding thing. But I mean, obviously, this isn't really legally binding or anything. It doesn't really, have any sort of deeper meaning other than, you breaking up or whatever happens if the contract is kind of just messed with in any way. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of this psychoticness, is the best way that I can put this. This one here is the rules of this relationship. You are not allowed to have a single girl's phone number. You are not
Well,
allowed
I
to
guess
follow them on any
your
social
mom's
media,
one of them, so.
Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. So, if someone just happens to be single, like they're not in a relationship, you are not allowed to have their
Yeah,
phone
the
number.
insecurity is striking. Makes my insecurity look like
You're not allowed
security.
to have their phone number. You are breaking the rules of the relationship because you have someone's phone
Who
number.
gives a shit?
Because they happen to be female and they happen to not, have anyone in their life whatsoever. You can't have that phone number. You can't follow them on social media because, God forbid, you have a social life outside of just your girlfriend. I mean, that would just be pitiful. That would be insane. I can't imagine why anybody would want to do that. Friends,
Yeah.
come on now. Be realistic. You have your best friend in the world. You are not to hang out with Keegan, including his house or anywhere in public. You are not to go to Honda without me. Vroom, vroom, okay? You are not to hang out with your friends more than 2 times a week. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Now, this is
Well, official. That. If I had to say that is bullshit. Quit talking about the he said contract bullshit. I think you better quit it. That's slim. Or you'll be leaving with a fat lip. Quit talking about the he said she says bull. I think you better quit talking that like this.
Just the relationship and insecurity. We're now telling people who they can and cannot be friends with because you're fucking insecure. So, in any, like, normal relationship, right, you can pretty much be friends with whoever you want to. That's your own personal decision.
I'll take a look.
Most sane people would respect the, I guess, the decision, right? For you to just have friends and for them to be whatever. But no, not when you're crazy, right? You're not allowed to be at their house or anywhere in public together. You run into them at Walmart and you say, hey, Keegan, what's up, buddy? You know, you're going to go get some Fruity Pebbles and alcohol. And Keegan, you know, hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Nope. You're hanging out with them and it's in public. So you have now violated rule number 3 of the relationship. And what the fuck does going to Honda without her have to do with anything? Like, first off, what, you going to a car dealership? What are you going to the car dealership for? What, are you buying a new car every week? Are we talking about Bill Gates here? What's going on, bro? You just going to Honda with her all the time or something? Like, what's going on, man? For real. The only time that I can think of people, like, having to go to the car dealership is if, I don't know, maybe they're paying their loan on the car, or if they're getting their car serviced by the mechanics at the place, right? Who just goes to car dealerships to hang out, bro? Like, where do you live? Where, like, it's just so boring. You're just like, hey, you guys trying to go to Honda, look at all the new cars we can't afford? And we're not allowed to hang out with our friends for more than 2 times a week because setting unhealthy social boundaries with people, that really makes them want to be with you more. You're not to look at a single girl. If girls come up to you at any place or any time, you are to walk away. So you can't even look at a single girl. Like, you can't, like, what if you don't know? You know, like, that's what this contract here is not telling me. Like, what do I do if she's single and I don't know? And I just look at her and I'm like,
Oh, I guess, you know.
over there. Maybe she's bad. Maybe
What?
I'm trying to see what's on the backside. You know, I think that's an okay thing to do, right?
Yeah, apparently.
But if she's single, you're done. I mean, what if this person is in a relationship? Is it
I'm sorry, if I ever get married to somebody and they're like, oh my god, you have a contract, your ass is getting dumped, honestly. You're just getting dumped. I don't give a crap. You're... Insecurity, man.
You're not really making sense because, I mean, you would think that, like, you would say you're not allowed to look at any girl because even if she's in a relationship, obviously she can cheat. That's why you're so fucking insecure about your boyfriend here having literally...
You just want some... Just order it offline.
Mo is not to hang out with us every time we hang out. I can kind of agree with that, right? Like, yeah, maybe your friends shouldn't always be hanging around your girlfriend. Maybe have a little bit of private time. I don't know, but I don't think that should be fucking a contractual thing, right? Where you have to, like, write a contract out for it. You're not to ask for head, naughty, naughty. You're not to get mad at me about a single thing ever again. You're not to bring up Tyler, Noah, Devin, or Josh ever again. You're not allowed to drink unless I'm with you. Yeah, you know,
Not allowed to drink when I'm with you. You're not allowed to ever, like, talk about some people when I'm with you. You're not allowed to get mad. So I guess, you know, when she takes your games, I guess you can't be mad. Dude, you just want some pain. You're afraid of losing pain, dude. She's just honestly afraid to lose his pain. Just order something off the web. I'm not gonna say what it is. It's just...
Jesus, man, that right there would have been the line for me personally. But you're not allowed to get mad about a single thing ever again. It's coming to the point where, like, if this is a serious thing, it's turning into emotional abuse. This is like an abuse in a relationship. For some reason, I think that society kind of acts like men can't be, like, emotionally manipulated or abused in relationships, or it's at least extremely overlooked. But I mean, shit like this just is wrong. I'm allowed to do a phone check whenever I please.
Oh my god, yep, and that's the finishing move right there. She says that she's gonna have to check his phone when she wants, yeah. Freaking Google over here. So those people that say that Hitler never got reincarnated, well, he did, and it's the form of this lady. Like, yeah, Hitler got switched genders. This lady who made the contract is quite literally female Hitler. Such a fascist.
If you can't have that kind of boundary in your relationship, and you can't,
which is somebody who is extremely racist and nationalist.
That you don't have access to, then your
Every word he said was true, and then some.
If you didn't have the prototype, I'd think you're both lying through.
See? Job.
I was expecting deep, but instead,
You'd be insane not to.
you've certainly made an impression on me. Welcome to the railroad.
Glad to be aboard.
It seems we're very lucky to have you. So you're in. Now we need to know what to call you. Secrecy keeps us alive. Code names are a part of that.
Have any suggestions?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Uh-huh. Call me Bullseye.
From what Deacon says of your fighting skills, Bullseye seems apt.
I'll choose
You're
codename
first
Bullseye.
official, but first, it's
I chose codename Bullseye for the railroad.
That right there would have been the line for me personally. But you're not allowed to get mad about a single thing ever again. It's coming to the point where, like, if this is a serious thing, it's turning into emotional abuse. This is like an abuse in a relationship. For some reason, I think this society kind of acts like men can't be, like, emotionally manipulated or abused in relationships, or it's at least extremely overlooked. But I mean, shit like this just is wrong. I'm allowed to do a phone check whenever I please. If we move in, there are to never ever be girls at our house. If we move in together, your friends will rowily be allowed over.
She's trying to hog his pink.
Say here, phone checks, regardless, are extremely toxic, and to a certain extent, it becomes abusive. If you can't have that kind of boundary in your relationship, and you can't trust somebody enough to have their own fucking physical property that you don't have access to, then your relationship will never actually work out. And once again, we're just trying to kill any modicum of social life. You know, it's really healthy.
He's a full agent, effective immediately. I'm counting on each of you to show him the ropes. Feel free to welcome him aboard.
Excuse me.
Hey.
Who's the merchant here?
Hooray! We're bug free.
I'm relieved, actually.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
My God, your mic's having a full-on seizure.
Because if you
Trying to find the.
they got you.
I think.
Yeah, I've eaten food.
I knew it. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man. And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it, Carrington. The Institute is in your blood.
Try to find the merchant for the railroad.
Signed on.
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this. But that's hardly the point. Without a lick of training, and us knowing hardly anything about you, would have been nice.
Where is the railroad? Let's go, merchant.
Friend, to only want to be around you all the time. If I catch you around girls, I kill you. Okay, so now we're making death threats, right? This is becoming a death threat. You are not to ditch me for your friends. Austin does not control when I hang out with you. We are to go on a legit date once every 2 weeks at least. Fuck you, I'm ditching you for my friends any day of the week. You know what I mean? Like, this is a relationship I want no part of. And Austin doesn't control when she hangs out with her boyfriend, but she controls everything when it comes down to all of his friends, to the point that she can actually cancel relationships between them. If I jump you and say, how high, princess, shut up, bitch. You are to make sure you tell me you love me at least once a day, so I know you're not messing around. I'm pretty sure he could just fake say that, but, you know, I'm going to keep it a little bit quiet for our king here. You are to never take longer than 10 minutes to text me back. Yeah, you want to go to sleep.
So he has to text her back within 10 minutes. Dude, that's
You want to take a shower? You want to brush your teeth? You want to have dinner? You want to have 10 minutes of fucking time to yourself where you can breathe? You're an idiot if you think that that's happening. She'll
Nice
kill
to meet
you.
another
Needless
agent.
to say, I'm pretty sure this relationship lasted probably about 3 minutes after that
I didn't do it
was
alone.
read.
That's hardcore.
Hopefully that's the
I'd
case.
take down the
As I can't imagine myself
With a whole lot of
ever being
bullets
in
and a
a
whole lot of
relationship
blood.
like this willingly.
That's
But
how you do
now
it.
females are also going after the video games, bro. Now this apparently happened back in Call of Duty World War II a couple years ago.
Thanks for inviting me.
Understandable.
We should-
Doesn't matter.
Sure.
Still
They
doesn't
call me
change what's happening here. Rules for your
like
new gift. If I call,
Sounds like
you
a
must
good plan.
pause game and talk to me with full attention.
Oh my god.
Playing game works. You don't just pause it. I think this just shows how interested you are in your boyfriend's hobbies to where you think that that's what the fuck happens. But even then, he doesn't have to devote all his time to you. He is allowed to have hobbies. No starting another match if we're planning to hang out or I ask to hang out. Well, he's his own person with his own free will. He's allowed to decide whether or not he wants to hang out with you or if he wants to play Call of Duty World War II. Now, since this was probably right when the game came out, he wasn't playing very much of it because the servers were down all the time, but my point still stands. You must ask if it's okay for you to play while I'm over at your house with you. Make sure I have something to do while you are in battle. Okay, that was just fucking cringy. If we're ever dating and you tell me that I'm in battle, right, like I'm just gonna look at you, right? I'm just gonna stare at you because that physically hurts me on the inside that you would say something like that to me. I am not in battle. I am shooting the bodies of 13-year-old children on the internet. Please do not disrespect what I'm doing. Now, once again, he's his own.
Oh, I think I was right. It was Tinker Tom.
Video games at any time, you know, even if you're there, he's allowed to do that. At the same time, if you don't want to be there while he's doing it, you're free to leave, or you're free to break up with him if this video game is going to be such a barrier in your relationship that you had to write a goddamn contract with 5 noted points for him to have to
They sell
follow
gouache rifles.
just because he's a sane human. Number 4, you must reply to a text in no longer than 11 minutes. What is it with females and like, it's got to be 10 minutes or less? It's got to be 11 minutes or less. What if you don't reply to a text within 11 minutes? What happens there? It seems like a really one-sided contract. I don't really see why my boy here would be signing this. Like, I don't get this. You know, people do this shit all the time. Like, oh, you don't respond fast enough. Oh, you don't talk back fast enough. Like, you do realize that we all have lives, right? Like, I have people that I want to hang out with in real life. I have videos to make. I have things I want to do. I know this is becoming Optimus's little, you know, pity party here, but holy shit. Can somebody have some time to themselves? Can I have time to breathe for a second? Is that an acceptable thing to do? Number 5, do not follow, or do not forget, I don't know why I said that, to give me just as much attention. Listen, okay? You're competing with an inanimate object at this point. I want you to realize that. That is what you've stooped to. This is the level that you are willingly going down to. You are now competing with an inanimate object where you take a little disc out and you put it in the Xbox and you play. That is not what you're equating yourself to. The fact that you are willing to just give me that much attention. Give me as much attention as that disc. You obviously have a very low level of self-respect in that case, right? Like where you're now equating your attention levels to that, right? First off, once again, he's a human being. He's allowed to make his own decisions. If he doesn't want to give you attention at some point, he doesn't have to. And if he wants to...
Okay. There's like a glowing roach in this one.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days. Quincy. Bad business.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks, stealing fuel supplies, threatening to kill us all. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
I already kicked their asses. You're welcome.
No kidding. That's the best piece of news we've had around here for a good long time. You know what? I'm gonna take a chance on it. If we want things to get better, we've gotta start helping each other. So, we're in. You can count on us if you need.
What the hell is happening over here?
Hey.
It's good. That's good. Are there multiple deliverers?
Give Call of Duty some attention, bro. It's understandable and it's acceptable, right? Like, you're allowed to make those decisions for yourself, right? You're a grown man, I would assume, or, you know, a teenager, right? If you're over the age of, like, 13, I would think you'd be, you know, I guess, smart enough to make these kinds of decisions for yourself. Maybe if you're like a 10-year-old kid, I don't know. But then again, at like 10, you probably shouldn't be dating, in my opinion. With that being said, though, like, why is it that people just can't have boundaries? Why does it always have to be some stupid shit? Now, this is why I don't have a girlfriend. That's me covering up for the fact that I'm just socially crippled and don't know what to do with myself at any given time. But on a very serious note, right? Like, it's goofy that this even has to be a problem in relationships. That people are so clingy and attached to one another that they can't have a fucking moment of silence. Like, God forbid you lay in your bed, just relax for a little bit, right? No, you gotta always be around one another because that's what keeps relationships going, is when you can't escape from one another and you feel like you're always burdening the other person, or that person feels like they're a big burden, you know, because they won't leave anyone alone. They won't leave you alone while you're just trying to play some COD. Like, you're allowed to have space. You're allowed to be a human being. You're allowed to just relax. I don't understand why this has to be an issue in the phone checking shit. And like, if you ever have to write a contract for a relationship, just end it right there. Fellas, I'm mainly talking to you because you're the very primary demographic. It's like 93.7 to men here, right? If you ever have a contract presented to you for a relationship,
most patients died within like a week.
And never talk to her again, because you are about to go
Probably a reference to the old radium age.
time in your life, like guaranteed. That 100%. I will put it on right here. I put it on God. That is going to be the worst time of your life. And to the girls who watch these videos, you know, you're definitely the minority of viewership here, but if you ever have a contract presented to you by some dude, he's probably a psychopath too. Don't talk to him. And don't be filling out contracts for your boyfriends, because we don't like that. And with that being said, that's the end of this one. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, writing a contract, and signing out.
Quelabacop. Oh my. He had to make his name the most unpronounceable name ever. Did an oopsie.
Quelabacop did a no-no and got himself into some trouble. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning into the video. This is Optimus News, and let's get right into the news. Hope you guys like the new intro. I spent a lot of time on that one. It took over 12 hours to render after all of the just visual perfection that I put into that one. But anyway, welcome back to another video, guys. And today we're going to be talking about how Quelabacop did a no-no. Now, you probably know who Quelabacop is. I'd be very stunned if you didn't. Honestly, dude has like millions upon millions of subscribers or something like that. Just absolutely out here, just, you know, spreading YouTube's cheeks and just running the subscriber train right through them. It's insane how he's been just blowing up over the last several years. I couldn't just stuff more of him in my mouth right now. I absolutely love Quelabacop. His channel's amazing.
Let's see what you have.
However, he did something that we would consider an oopsie. So I'm not really gonna go ahead and you know, spend a lot of time BSing in this video or anything. I kind of just want to get this one over with because, well, I want to go eat dinner. But Quelabacop put out.
I just want to go eat dinner.
Questionable. He said, my great-great-great-grandfather was a slave owner and had a plantation in South America. He ended up falling in love with one of his slaves, married her, and had kids. She's my great-great-great-grandmother. Love doesn't know any boundaries. Be kind and respect each other. #Black Lives Matter. From my mom's side, he had 3 wives, 1 in Suriname, 1 in French Guiana, and 1 in France. My family has kept track of our family tree. That's how we know this. Pretty fun hobby. Yeah, I'm not sure I should necessarily even have to really break this one down. I feel like pretty much anyone should be able to look at this and be like, oh yeah, I kind of see why people definitely call it out for this one. I understand why this one is a little bit questionable, but I know there's probably going to be at least 4 of you in the video right now acting like you don't know what was said and what got people upset or whatever, right? So, first and foremost, it's not necessarily something dope to do. Just be on Twitter, you know, just vibing, right? Just have a good old time, and then all of a sudden, you just decide to start bringing up the weirdest stories about your slave-owning great-great-great-grandfather. It's a little weird, right? People necessarily dislike that, okay? They're not really on board with that, right? It's definitely something that confused me when I saw it, because I figured that he maybe would understand this or whatever, but apparently he had a plantation in South America and whatnot, and that confuses me because I'm kind of confused on why the Black Lives Matter hashtag was thrown in on this one as well. Doesn't really make sense, because Black Lives Matter isn't necessarily some huge movement in South America, right?
Now, I need you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to say. I'm not a fan of the anarchist part of BLM. I support Black Lives Matter, but not the type of people that think it's fun. But and I hate it when it comes out like, oh my god, like there's like a thing raiding people and literally burning shit and looting it. And then when you try to like say, BLM did this, and then people call you, oh my god, you are racist. I said this organization did it, not this race did it.
Doesn't really have anything to do with that. If anything, it's more of a Western, United States kind of thing. Maybe like the UK and a few other countries kind of have a little bit of the movement going on, but it's centrally United States, right? So, you know, you're kind of comparing a movement here in the United States to something that happened on a completely different continent, you know? It's not necessarily something that really needs to be done. It's very confusing why you even chose that in the first place. And also worth pointing out, and I feel like most people, at least in the United States and in places where slavery was something that was kind of prominent throughout history, so pretty much everywhere at this point, slaves did not quote-unquote fall in love with their owners, okay? You gotta consider the...
Bro, they cleaned their floors, did farming. Why would they ever fall in love with their owners?
Right? He saw them as lesser to him, I guess, as people and whatnot, or else he wouldn't quite literally fucking owned them. They weren't just like, oh, I really love you, thank you for basically holding me captive and forcing me to do all your dirty work for 18 years now, right? Let's fall in love. Yeah, that's not how that really went, right? I mean, of course, I'm being very rudimentary about it because...
Heh.
Okay, you can hope...
You bought me from my family and stripped my life bare down, and my life is ruined. I love you. Yeah, that...
Anyway,
that's some cool crap logic.
Out here kind of chilling out and being like, oh, yo, you're a really great person. I can't wait to marry you and have kids. No, in fact, a lot of the times in positions like this, the slave owners would actually take advantage of the people who were their slaves, and it wasn't like it was a consensual thing. And now, in your situation, who knows, right? It very
Please
well
stop telling me to start in the world.
It's not really something you should be...
I will. I'm doing Far Harbor first. Just very, very interesting. You probably have a little bit more than me, but I'm getting a nice 156.
I'm sure your great-great-great-grandfather was very kind and respected the people that he fucking owned, you know what I'm saying? So obviously...
156 dam resistance, 165 energy, and 65 radiation.
It's also become kind of a meme as well, because people think that it was just completely stupid in the first place, and the lack of foresight to know that that was not a good tweet to make kind of makes some people chuckle, but he definitely did not have a good time after this happened. If I could kind of put everything and conceptualize it down into words, essentially, Quebblecomp said an oopsie, right? And then thousands of people on the internet were like, hey, you just made an oopsie. Now, generally speaking, this is kind of understandable, especially in a situation like this. But then Quebblecomp decided, hey, I didn't make an oopsie. Someone please explain this to me. And then everyone tried to explain it to him. I don't know why it needed explained, honestly. Like, I think most of us can agree that this is very obvious. You shouldn't say something like this on social media. Like, you wouldn't see me like, oh, hey, everybody, my great uncle was such a beast, bro. Like, he was so pimp. Dude, back in the day, guess what he used to do? He used to go through the streets and beat the shit out of puppies, bro. It was so sweet how he did that. He would just see a puppy, and he'd take a steel-toed boot, and he'd pretend he was kicking a 55-yard field goal in the NFL, just boom. Like, it's not something you should be telling people, bro. It's not something to be bragging about. It's not like this is a bright moment in your family history. You know what I'm saying? You would think most people who have that...
Probably about two... No, not anywhere near 20,000. Maybe like 3,000, maybe. Maybe passing the 5K threshold. If I have to be totally honest with you. Oh no. However, do you really want to know? Like, you really want to find out with me how much I could sell my Raider bull crap? Why is this all different? Why is... I'm not annoyed of it, but like, why does Raider stack differently?
Heads up. Grab that. Get that. Pick that up. Take that. Grab that. Get that. Pick that up. Take that. Grab that. Get that. Wait there. Pick that up. Take that. Grab that. Get that. Pick that up. Take that. Grab that.
Hello? Come back here.
Get that. Pick that up. Take that. Grab that. Get that. Hold position. Pick that up. Take that.
Robot, please stop telling me what to do.
Get that.
Okay, official, now if you're still with me, let's see how much we could sell all of my Raider power armor. That's where it is. I don't want to do it, but you know what? If I had to pick between metal, leather, Raider, synth, it's gonna either be synth or it's gonna be Raider.
Their bloodline would like try and shun that and keep it away from being something that they fucking brag about on the internet. But yeah, Quebblecomp, he's had a rough few hours after that one. So he's been I guess in that controversy. But at the same time, he is now this is not related, by the way, at least for the most part. He's kind of created a little bit of goofy drama with the YouTuber Kavos that I think is worth noting because it's pretty funny. Now I don't know if Quebblecomp goes on Twitter and just says and does stupid shit just to rile people up and then laugh at it because I mean that's what I do. Even then I wouldn't go as far as he did. He made a tweet this morning. Well, morning here. He of course is a few hours ahead. So I live in Amsterdam because it's simply the most beautiful country in the world. Once again, shouldn't have to explain it. I feel like this video is just full of shit that you should already understand. Amsterdam is not a country; it is a city. This is essentially the whole England is my city meme.
Heads up.
That whole thing out of that. What is it? The Everyday Bro.
Okay, official. You ready?
Essentially, what's happening again, right? He doesn't, I guess, understand.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's start selling.
But yeah, he said that once again. I
Sure.
don't know if he was there.
Let's take a look.
Kavos responded by saying, "Last time I checked, Amsterdam is not a country." Quebblecomp says, "Last time I checked."
And my 700 caps is still there. Let's go.
Last time that I checked, this is a geographic fact. Can't be having you spread fake news. Sideshow Bob. Quebblecomp takes a shot at Keemstar. Better than fake news, Keemstar. I don't understand what that tweet has to do with anything. Keemstar.
Wow. Actually, I'm for all like, I have what's it called? I have almost 100 pieces of Raider armor, and it's only selling for
RoboCop continues by saying, "You're from the UK, which is literally the worst state in America. Don't try to roast me with the country." Literally let the USA.
Quabblepop is the smartest because he says that the UK is in the United States. I never knew that. He's in seriousness. You're a dumbass. The UK is literally on another effing continent.
Brexit. At this point, it's got to be a fucking meme. Like, if this is serious and he doesn't know to this degree, he would just there'd have to be something wrong with him or something. I don't know. But
I got 300 caps for all that armor, and then it's literally just a bunch of pipes welded together. It's garbage.
Sure.
I'm gonna sell, what's it called? Purified water. My facilities pump that out fast. Maybe, yeah, one day,
however you want to say that, I'm hoping that's what he was doing. I mean, I'm assuming that he's trolling. There's no way that he's being serious about this shit. I mean, he said other gems such as, there is proof that aliens live on Mars. We just have to prove it.
Wait, what do you say? There is proof that aliens live on Mars. We just have to prove it.
Let's see what you got.
Wait, hold on. Oh no, this is gonna get bad. Okay, Ray Official, I'm sorry if I keep sounding like program. So if you say that this is contradictory as hell. If you say there is proof, there is proof. However, you contradict yourself by saying that we need to prove it, therefore saying that it does not have proof. However, your first statement says there is proof, therefore contradicting your second statement. Oh Christ, it's a paradox. Oof. He just dropped a paradox.
Aliens live on Mars. We just have to prove it. Then he essentially challenged Davos to a boxing match, and I guess they're gonna do it. I don't know. There's a bunch of they're shitting on each other or whatever. Really,
I actually have found a what's it called.
But yeah, it's been a very weird situation to just kind of watch unfold over on Twitter. I guess long story short, and
yeah, my red rocket pumps out some
shit in your family. It's not worth bragging about. I don't even know if I should have to tell you that. I figure most of you have your heads screwed on mostly. Yeah, with that being said, I don't really have much else to say with this one, so thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. If you're not brand new around here on the channel, I do want to go ahead and just tell you, because YouTube just fucking sucks. Essentially, YouTube, once again, is having problems pushing videos out into notification feeds. Essentially letting you know that my videos exist. If you want to be notified when I upload videos, down by the subscribe button, there's this bell. You have to click it. You have to hit all notifications, because God forbid, if you hit the notification button, why would you want all the fucking...
Imagine being this soft. Is a video. Wait, what the hell am I supposed to... What am I watching? Money RPG, you're not the best RPG. I mean, that's what I have to say that. Horizon Zero Dawn is better. Horizon Zero Dawn looks good. Like, great, actually. What the hell is Horizon Forbidden West good? Like, mark my words, Horizon Forbidden West is gonna be some photorealistic. No, I've never. Actually, I don't even think I've ever touched DC Guard Armor in my entire, like, 6 years of this. Actually, no, not, because I've never played it since the beginning. I'm gonna have to initiate some fabrication. I might have to get another mod that... I don't think the mod that... I'm okay.
The weirdest things I've ever seen when it comes down to this.
Yeah, just
like, how can you even be upset like this over this kind of situation? I feel like this is something that happens to anybody in this kind of situation, where, like, you'll just be driving and some dude on the road who just, I don't know, he's impatient or whatever, is trying to get around you, or he's like tailing you real hard, and, you know, you get flipped off or something. I feel like that happens to everybody, right? I don't think it's that
What? Oh, the Mechanist Slayer? There's a unique dialogue. The Silver Shroud!
I don't know how to really preface this entire thing by I guess, just telling you guys maybe don't be such asses about everything. I mean, I get it, right? Like, yeah, you should get flipped off and everything. I understand. That person was in the wrong. However, filming yourself crying for Snapchat.
Oh my god. Wow, you are sensitive as hell. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's not. There's nothing wrong with being sad about being flipped off, but like you posting to Instagram, you are soft as hell. How are you even on the internet?
Alright, so essentially, this girl got flipped off while driving down the road or whatever.
Yeah, my mom's gonna go find him. Ha! Here, let me flip that on you. You're too scared to go find him, so you're making your mom do it. Ha! Like, bro, you are so soft. Jesus Christ Almighty. Like, I don't know how soft you are, but you are such a baby. You're such a baby F. You're a frick. You're a freaking frick. Did I ever mention you that you're a freaking frick?
Ignoring it like a normal human being, just going about your day. She, I guess, cried and went home and told her mom about it, and her mom has decided she's gonna go try and fucking hunt the person down like, I don't know, like cavemen were hunting woolly mammoths back in the early days of man. I don't know. It's insane. Like, just the concept behind it, like, just picture that, right? Imagine you're the mom, and you know, your kid comes home, oh, mom, I got flipped off while driving down the road, just upset, right, in tears. How do you then respond by going, oh, okay, he flipped you off. I'm gonna go find out who it was by, I don't know, driving around town and hoping that I see them. Dude's probably at Popeye's eating a chicken sandwich having a good day, while you're out here acting like a maniac, driving down the road trying to find out who it was. Like, you're never gonna find this person. Even if she gave you a description of who it was, like, they're going somewhere very obviously. What, are you gonna drive around for hours and look at all the houses and the stores and stuff in the city? No. And if you do, at that point, you are blatantly worse than the person who actually did anything in the first place.
I get that.
Just kind of consider that, right? Which is worse? Someone flips you off while you're driving down the road, which honestly is not that big of a deal, or someone going on a legitimate manhunt through the city to try and find out who it was. And what are you gonna do when you find him, right? Like, what, are you gonna beat his ass? Yeah, I'm sure mom here was gonna throw hands with this dude. She probably could have busted grape in a fruit fight, but anyway, she was gonna hit him with the Karen special. She was gonna ask for the manager and yell at him really loudly.
Marvin, I was literally just driving home from babysitting, and I was going the speed limit, and then he literally just said like this to me, and I was like, what?
What a soft little turd.
This is beyond belief for me, right? Like, how in the fuck are you so soft that this actually gets you, right? I feel like this is almost like a meme, right? Because I hear all the time from like older people like, oh, your generation's a bunch of snowflakes, oh, your generation can't handle shit. You guys get upset over the littlest things. I'm starting to believe that. Like, there is no reason that you are this old crying about something like this. If you were like an 8-year-old child, I'd be like, yeah, over the top, but I can understand a little bit more. You are old enough to drive. You are old enough to have a fucking job. You apparently babysit. And someone flipping you off was just it was the straw that broke the camel's back. And then your parents, or your mom at least, feeds into this by actually going to solve your problem for you, or saying she's going to go solve your problem for you. If I were her, I would just drive around the block and laugh at you about how disappointing you were, but probably go dap the dude up for flipping you off and shit, but you are too old.
What the hell?
This way. You know, I don't understand how this even got to your feelings this badly. It's a fucking middle finger. Like, who hasn't been flipped off in their lifetime?
Dude, everyone's been flipped off.
I would have expected in like 3rd grade when some kid flipped another kid off and they got upset or something. You know, we probably all still would have laughed at them, but there is no way you would ever catch me at age, 16, 17, crying because I was flipped off. And I know this is a little off topic and whatnot, but bro, I say this a lot. Kids today would not survive Modern Warfare 2 game chat. It just simply wouldn't happen. Anyone who played any of those like older Call of Duty games or like Halo back in the day, anything like that, dude, you've heard way too much, right? You've heard the worst things possible said in those chats. You'd probably laugh at somebody for flipping you off. At least I would. That's probably the best way you can handle it. He flips you off and gets all mad. Just start laughing. Just, you know, be extra about it. Just ha ha ha. Just like, make sure he knows you're laughing at him. That's the best way to get him back, because that probably actually would upset him. Instead, you fucking broke down and started crying. Like, oh my god, man.
I'm so mean and like uncalled for.
So mean and uncalled for.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to be nice to you. I don't know if you, for some reason, thought that. He wasn't trying to be nice. He wasn't, you know, flipping you off to say, oh, hey, you have a great day. I'm a big fan of you. No. He was flipping you off because of whatever. Apparently you were going the speed limit. And I'm starting to think at this point, even though I know people do act stupid over people actually driving correctly, I'm starting to believe by this video that this guy probably had a pretty justifiable reason to flip you off. I can't imagine that you were actually driving correctly if this is how you act. I mean, holy shit, right? This whole thing is just, it's embarrassing to watch on your behalf, because now, first off, this is what you're known for on the entire internet, is being that girl who cried because someone flipped her off, and then went on, oh, it's so mean, oh, it's so unnecessary, it's uncalled for. I mean, shit, once again, he wasn't trying to be nice, right? I don't get how this is like the worst thing that could have happened to you, right? To set you off the edge this badly. You know, your life has to be pretty goddamn good for this to be an actual problem in your life. For this to be like the straw that broke the camel's back once again. Your life has to be pretty good. Because anyone who's facing like legit problems in their life, like I don't know, they got all kinds of different stuff going on, the last thing that would upset them is probably someone flipping them off. And I'm pretty sure that their moms wouldn't be out trying to fucking hunt the person down like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like, I kind of feel bad for you, but not because you got flipped off, but because you're, what, 16, 17, something like that, and your parents are so easy on you that instead of telling you to just grow the fuck up and stop being needy about this, they instead decided that they were going to go try and hunt somebody down for it. For how dare they be mean to my precious little daughter, who's almost an adult, who can almost vote? I mean, your life's got to be pretty goddamn good, you know? So that being said, I'm not going to harp on it too much.
This is giving me my headquarters.
Kind of understands the point here. Don't be an asshole. I get that. But also,
okay, it might look weird, but look at this. So here's what it looks like in front. So like, for example, like this ground right here where the M is, this is gonna be like testing area, so I can test out brand new robots and all that bull crap and start. So you go up and hold on. This is where all my agents will stay, like the top elite agents will stay, and these like little apartments, 2-story. You got the glass up here, and you got these like little alleyways, and somehow I accidentally aligned this to the thing. But I forget that the bottom is actually factories and the top is actually living. So I accidentally squared everything up perfectly, so it works. So if you go up here, like if you find your way up, like you go through this door, I guess. You go up here. This is gonna kind of be where I'm gonna chill out. Like you got this little area with a little lamp, and here's where it's gonna be good. This is gonna be where my armory is gonna be. I'm gonna store all my best guns in here.
So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around on the channel. I'll be over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below for fresh and official Optimus merch. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, crying over me getting flipped off, and signing out.
Coco, I'm the worst person ever. I don't freaking smoke because it's radioactive as hell.
Cigarettes may leave you with stained teeth.
Yes, I know.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at an email I got. Now, this email basically accuses me of being one of the worst people of all time. It's pretty funny, to be honest. I've read through the entire thing by now. I've pretty much planned out what I'm going to say in this video, because honestly here, I get a lot of these emails to my business email from really angry people, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I do get a lot of support emails, and I get a lot of people emailing me about like Optimus helps and stuff, but I do get a fair share of like really angry emails, and it's almost always the same exact type of person. There have been like this influx in the last, I don't know, year and a half or so of like really angry parents that will email me. Now there's kind of like this ongoing little mini series of videos on my channel called like It's the Video Game's Fault, right? Where it's us like showcasing, I guess, a situation where, I don't know, something happens and people are blaming video games for it, or like kids are acting out on like Dr. Phil, and then like, you know, the parents take them on the show or whatever. And it's literally just a reaction to these situations where like the basis of the entire video is like parents need to be more involved in their children's lives. They need to be the ones monitoring what these kids are playing and what they're watching on YouTube and things like that. It's a very simple, straightforward message, right? Like parents should actually be parents and stop relying on massive corporations like YouTube to parent your children for you. But for some reason, this message alone absolutely pisses people off. Like, they hate hearing this. And I recently got one of these emails that once again accused me of basically of being the worst person who's ever existed. And I thought it would be funny to just go through it, respond, and laugh with you guys about this. And also, I'm getting so many emails that are stupid like this at this point that I'm thinking about making a mini-series where I go through and I highlight, you know, these messages, the absolute lunacy that I've read, and just show you guys what these parents who are offended by these videos are actually like, where they're at mentally. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the email and just kind of kick everything off. I'm actually going to read the entire email first and then respond to it completely after that, because in the past I felt like I'd have broken this up and the cropping would have been weird. It probably would have been a little hard to read and keep up with, and I think this is just better overall. I hope this email finds you well. My name is Martha Blank. She actually included her last name, basically just telling the entire internet who she was. And I'm a mother of 6 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, and a dog and cat. One of my sons, Landon, is quite a fan of yours. I've noticed that a lot of your videos were appearing in his search history on YouTube, which I monitor his activity on for your information. Since watching you, he's become a completely different child in a horrible way. He talks back to me, he doesn't do his chores, and he's isolating himself from all of his friends. Nothing in his life has changed except for him watching your videos these last couple of months. So noticing him watching you, I've looked through a few of your videos myself, and I have issues with what you're doing.
Oh my god.
He's old and is not supposed to be watching people frequently curse, ass, piss, damn, etc. in their videos. I've heard you swear more times than I'd like to admit in just a few videos I watch. You take it to an extreme that is just simply unnecessary.
Go to Filthy Frank if you think that's bad.
The language isn't appropriate for YouTube.
So who cares? It's not appropriate, yeah, for YouTube kids. Grow up.
So pompous. In all of your videos you present your opinion as fact, many of which are political videos that could sway people's own personal beliefs.
Who cares?
Voters watched your videos and didn't vote for the things that they believe in truly, because they take your opinion as word and do whatever. Most of the time you're playing a video game or watching a movie in the background anyway, so your videos don't even actually make sense. Third, your opinion on...
You're a boomer, that's why.
You'll take videos of kids who are acting crazy from the games that they play and things they see on TV, and you'll make it out as if parents are somehow responsible for the things shown in these games. Landon's father allows him to play video games, and it's become a big point of tension in our family because kids like Landon take video games so seriously and are likely to be influenced by them. Parents like us are doing our best to raise our family. From the sound of it, you have no kids, so I don't know how you even believe you're qualified to speak on it. Parents like me are doing our best to raise wonderful children. It's people like you who are ruining them. In reality, your content is part of the larger issue with kids today. They look up to the wrong wrong people and see the wrong things. We didn't have issues like this with previous generations because corporations like YouTube didn't just let anyone say anything they wanted. In reality, people like you are the worst people of all time because the things you promote are genuinely harmful. You play nothing but gruesome video games of people getting killed while you rant about your opinions, and brainwash people like my son Landon into being entirely different people. I've also forwarded your channel to YouTube to review if anything is
Oh, whatever.
so don't be surprised if you end up seeing someone finally stand up to you. Okay, that was a complete mouthful, my bad guys, but I pretty much knew I was gonna have to disregard everything you said when you said you had 6 children, and then you included only 4 actual children and the other 2 were just your pets. Now I get, right, like your animals are part of your family and everything, but dude, at a certain point, like, there's no reason you should be telling a stranger on the internet that these are your children and address them like they're like Landon, right? And by the way, Landon, if you're watching this, bro, I'm sorry that your mom put you through this embarrassment, because at the end of the day, like, this kid really doesn't deserve to be basically like a pawn in this whole situation. So Landon is 9 and not supposed to be watching people who frequently curse. I take cursing to an extreme that's unnecessary, like the words ass, piss, damn, etc., okay? And I'm asked, why do I need to curse in my videos to begin with? The language isn't appropriate for YouTube because kids use it. Okay, so why do I need to curse in my videos to begin with? Probably because I just fucking want to, right? Like, it's my channel, right? And the great thing about having my own channel is I can talk however I want to. As long as I'm not out here violating the guidelines, like, egregiously, I can say literally whatever the fuck that I want to, and there's not really anything that matters, right? When you say, oh, that's unnecessary. Like, yeah, it's unnecessary.
Hmm.
To you, whatever, right? The great thing about the internet is you don't have to look at shit you don't want to. And if you don't want Landon watching my videos, you can literally, I don't know, I'm pretty certain you can block my channel. You can use the parental features on the app to limit the kinds of things that he can see altogether or how much time he uses YouTube for. You could actually just be a fucking parent. Like, that is a possibility. I know that's crazy to, you know, be told that, but it's not really any of your business, I guess, why I decide to cuss on my channel. Because I cuss in real life, and to a complete extent, this is just basically an extension of my persona right here. This is my channel. I say whatever I want to on here, pretty much whenever I want to. That's why I disappear for weeks at a time. But I'm so pompous, and I present my opinion as fact, especially in these political videos. And I'm playing a video game or watching a movie, and I could make young voters' opinions sway. So, first and foremost, if anyone is taking Optimus videos into consideration when they're about to vote for President of the United States, or in most situations, like any sort of elected official, I mean, like, if I'm telling you, like, hey, be vigilant for misinformation or something, that's different. But if I were to come on here and say, vote for Optimus in the poll, and someone literally go write my name in, is it really my fault at that point that they went through that much? So I'm just not supposed to say whatever I want to. I'm not supposed to exercise my First Amendment right to free speech because some fucking idiot who's 19, who's a super fan of me, might somehow be quote-unquote brainwashed. And I'm just gonna say this, I do not present my political opinions in most of my political videos. Like, if I'm talking about something that has to do with, like, the government abusing people's rights somewhere, yes, there's gonna be personal opinion. And realistically, any time that I present personal opinion on anything that's serious, I make it very clear that it's my personal opinion and not factual. I can't help how people interpret things that I say. I don't know why you're trying to hold that against me, but that's really fucking weird. I'm gonna assume that maybe at some point I've said something that you politically disagree with, which is probably pretty common because I actually have a very wide range of political beliefs. I don't really follow like one political party or ideology or anything, so my opinion on parenting is complete garbage, because I'll take videos, I guess, out of context of kids acting like complete psychopaths because apparently they play Grand Theft Auto when in reality it's because their parents suck, and apparently there's something wrong with me doing that, and I make it out as if parents are responsible for things shown in media like this. Okay, no, that is not true. I've never made parents responsible for Rockstar Games developing GTA 5 to be fucking gory at times. I've never blamed parents for Call of Duty having, you know, gruesome missions in the campaign. That would be completely fucking moronic for anybody to blame you as a parent for that. If anything, if there is any fault to be distributed, it really goes back to the developers who made that shit, right? Because they're the ones who did it. And Landon and people like him take video games so seriously and are likely to be influenced by them. Okay? Then monitor what your child plays. Once again, all of these problems that you're pointing out can be solved by you being a better parent. And any solution you think is realistic is outlandish. Other than the idea of me not saying whatever I want on my own personal YouTube channel because you're too stupid as a parent to monitor what your kid does.
Oh, owie.
Asinine. Anyone with brain cells would say that's asinine. Like, what? And yes, you're right, I don't have any kids, but if anything, shouldn't you be more worried about the fact that people genuinely agree with my parenting takes as a 20-something-year-old with no kids, making YouTube videos in a spare bedroom of his house? Don't you think maybe it's a problem that people take my parenting takes more seriously than, you know, I guess your parenting takes? And you apparently have 6 kids if you include the cat and dog, right? That's a fucking problem, I think. And it's people like me who are ruining your young children. My content is part of the larger issue with kids today, because they look up to the wrong people. You didn't have issues with this in previous generations because companies didn't allow people freedom of speech. People like me are the worst people of all time because we promote harmful things, and we brainwash people. First off, if you are dumb enough to be quote-unquote brainwashed, like legitimately brainwashed by an Optimus video, bro, you failed, okay? You lost. Game over for you, bro. I mean, what else can I even say at that point, dog? But I promote harmful things. Okay, so what's harmful? What's harmful that I'm promoting? Because I'm telling you that you have to actually be a fucking parent for your child to turn out correct? That's harmful promotion?
Optimus is just laying fire.
Apparently the wrong people. Well, let me just say this. There is no reason to look up to me, okay? I don't know, like, why that would even be something people do, but I am literally a 20-something-year-old who spends his entire day playing Fortnite, Rocket League, a handful of other video games, making beats on the side, listening to music, and fucking making YouTube videos. Okay? I live a very simple life. I do not do anything that should be considered inspirational, okay?
What, I or you?
See me as a role, okay? There really is no reason.
Like when you get...
That is not something you should be doing, but if people do see me as a role model,
yeah, I don't know, like, is it downloaded?
If people think that the way that I think is the right way to think, or they agree with my
maybe,
opinions, look up to me because of it, I'm supposed to just stop because you don't like it? Like, what? What the fuck do you even mean? My content is part of the larger issue with kids today. Yeah, it could never be the fact that you as a parent have failed in every measurable metric of all time. You can't even monitor what your kids do online at a time point where literally every website ever has introduced like child features or has tried to scrub their platform entirely clean of anything controversial whatsoever, right? It's everyone else's fault that you can't manage, right? That you can't fucking handle your own child and like what they do and how they behave. That's my problem, right? You probably live in, you know, somewhere in Canada or like in Germany, or you live across the country, but it's my fault because your kids like YouTube videos. So, I mean, I guess you can blame me if that makes you feel better, but when your kids get old enough to realize that you just weren't a good parent, there's not really much that you can do at that point. Like, you've already lost. I'm one of the worst people of all time, also. I feel like I can name quite a few people in the history books that have done some worse things than having an opinion that you disagree with on youtube.com/Optimus or whatever, right? You ever heard of that Adolf guy? Yeah, I heard he was pretty bad. He did a lot of pretty horrible things, right, throughout history. Ever heard of someone named Genghis Khan? Or like Christopher Columbus, Darth Vader, right? Like I can think of a lot worse people who have done completely worse shit than make YouTube videos. So at the end of the day, right, like I know that you think you did something here. I know you think you made some oh, you go get him, girl kind of point, right? Like, you think you really nailed this one home, but you embarrassed your child. So, I don't know how that's going to work out in the household. I feel like he's not going to like you very much now. He's definitely not going to, you know, find any happiness out of this one, Mom. So, there's that. And then also, it doesn't change the facts of the situation here because you don't like me. It doesn't change the fact that you don't parent correctly. It doesn't change the fact that you have no ability to take any sort of accountability for yourself or your child. It doesn't change the fact, okay, of the matter that you're blaming a voice on the internet for your child misbehaving. I've never met your son. I'll never meet your son. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta get over yourself. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubTheOptimus. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, apparently the worst, and signing out. So I saw another extra credits video game related video that I absolutely disagreed with. This one actually came out just yesterday, and this is kind of like, I guess, a little bit of a throwback, I guess, because if you don't know, I actually made a video basically talking about one of these videos that were related to video games before that these guys made, where they, you know, they went as far as
I'll get on here in a few minutes.
putting Nazis in video games for people to play is a bad thing, and all these other things, basically making it out like if you played, you know, the Nazis in Call of Duty or something in multiplayer, there was some sort of
no.
with that and whatnot. But this one, man, this one is, of course, another video, obviously, that I disagree with, but I think it makes even dumber points at some times, actually. And, you know, honestly, there's so much going on with this that I really just want to jump right on into this. I don't really want to waste any time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and just jump into it. Before we get any further into the video, I just want to say, have yet to subscribe. I try to post multiple videos per day to keep you entertained, so consider leaving a like to help support and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss anything. Also, all of my socials are on the screen right now, so consider leaving a follow on these for more awesome content, and also consider grabbing a shirt if you're really awesome. Now to the rest of the video.
Just like less than 5 minutes.
Points out that characterizing the whole species in your game as ugly, warlike, and benevolent might be harmful to real world.
You don't know,
Okay, I think we're getting good lighting. I might install a mod that I'm gonna try to find the mod that what's it called? Increases or actually destroys the Mechanist Slayer building limit. Okay, I'm going to go now and disappear into the deep shadows of what I call the internet. Goodbye.